Hey guys, how's it going? We are continuing the Astangata series. We are talking about Mercury now. So Astangata is when a sun goes to a longitudinal proximity to a graha. That particular graha will lose its potency, its power, because the scorching heat, which is called as arca, and that rays of scorching heat will diminish the power of that graha, and the potency of the graha will not be there. Right? It will not deliver auspiciousness, right? So that is called combustion or Astangata. Now, what happens when you have, so to actually know this, there's a few things, right? First thing is you need to know the degrees and all that. You can refer to the Surya Siddhanta chapter 9. They will show, like, for example, Mercury is, if it's in a forward motion, then it's 14 degrees. If it's retrograde or Vakri, is 12 degrees, and so on and so forth. But nowadays, you don't really need to know that, because the software itself will give you the precise calculation and the details of that. But you still need to check your charts, whether you have, what conjunctions, which planet are you, which are the grahas is Mercury sharing with, what nakshatra it is in, what are the avasthas that it's going through, right? And all these things needs to be analyzed first. Okay, but in general, if you have Mercury in Astangata, these are the 5 things that I've seen over the years. Number 1, you'll have problems in your eloquence, in your speech, your inability to convey messages, right? You find it difficult to articulate things. That's number 1. Number 2 is you'll be egocentric person, someone who thinks that whatever their reasoning is, right? Their reasoning is the one which is true or correct. The other reasoning from other perspectives is always wrong or false. It's called cognitive bias. Basically, your ability not to accept another person's argumentation. Egocentric people. And third is these people will have social skill issues. They're unable to mingle around, jive around with people. Simple small talks, even that is not possible for them. Introverts are part of this, right? Introverts are part of this. If you have Astangata in Mercury, chances are you're an introvert. So social skills, inability, it really brings you down, because you're unable to socialize, you're unable to really put things into perspective, because you have that speech articulation thing going on. All these things will really bring you down. Okay, so it's important to find out if you have any of these symptoms for you. Then you need to perform the remedies. Okay, that's the third one. The fourth one is this problem of memories. It can be. This is a big. It's a big topic. There's so many different types of memory disorders, but generally memory issues. Like some of my clients, they have problems to recall people's name. Some serious, like they can't recognize people's faces and so on. But generally, short-term memory, you're unable to recollect whatever that you have thought about. All right. And of course, one part of it is also because of sleep deprivation, which I'll talk about it shortly. So again, memory issues is definitely seen for people who are having Mercury in Astangata. So that's the fourth one. The fifth one, I'm going to talk about health. Okay, there are some things that I've seen in my clients when they have Astangata, when it comes to their health. Some of the things is like, neurological problems like tingling sensation, pains in the tips of their fingers, on their toes. Some people have this involuntary twitching, either the toe or the fingers will twitch. Neurological things. Others can also go into spasm as well. Some of the other things that I've seen is they'll have problems to really talk, not eloquence, articulation, but actually the process of talking, right? Like they'll have hyphenation. They will just, they'll have some hyphens. If you can imagine, like there's one sentence, you have a pause in every word, right? It's hyphenated. Some people will stammer, right? I've seen that. Eating disorders, another thing. Either they don't eat much or they overeat. Also not to forget, which I remember this clearly, is sleep problems. I have a client who has this, who comes to me again and again, with different things. But every time when she comes to me, she talks about the sleep problems that she has. She's been to so many psychologists and other clinics and all that, but then they are unable to solve that. But through certain remedies, nothing is in my hand, it's all God's will. But through some of my remedies, she is now getting a pattern She's not fully recovered, but she's getting a pattern of sleeping now. It can be oversleeping, right, or insomnia. They don't get sleep, or they have the short sprints of sleep. They sleep for about 2 hours, then they'll wake up for no reason, and then they'll have hard time to sleep again. So these are some of the things that I've seen when it comes to the health. All right, so those are the 5 things that I've seen for people who have Astangata and Mercury. It is a very debilitating thing in life. When clients come to me, they come with a lot of hope, because it really, you can imagine people who are having all these problems. Their day-to-day life is so difficult. It's so difficult. For us to say something is seamless, but for them it takes so much effort to do so, right? So these are the things I've seen. If you have if you would like me to work on your charts, you can just drop me email or WhatsApp. I can always get back to you. And yeah, that's it. We will continue this Astangata series, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Namaste.